play.
Okay, so I cheated. And I was not going to let this fucking game beat me, so I went back in and experimented a bit on my own. And I discovered this little fucker right here that you have to stare at continuously for about 15 seconds to make it go.
Interesting.
Yes, so anyway, this video is post-commentary, which is hopefully the only time we're going to do it. I didn't intend to, I didn't intend to break our normal system, but I was just like, God damn it, we've officially given up in terms of doing this together, and I don't want to give up, so I tried again.
Cool. So this is after the first video has gone live in the thread, and now this is, of course, the fourth video. So
Correct.
have you had a chance to respond to any comments that we've seen at this point, or no?
There
this
haven't
is all
been
based on
any-
your own intuition.
No, this is entirely based on my own intuition. There actually haven't yet been, at the time that I made this, any comments or observations from people who haven't played about anything we've missed.
Okay.
There may yet be, but there weren't right now. So, this is an important area, and you are seeing my thinking live, and I'm sorry I'm not here to actually talk through what I'm thinking.
It's all good. This is a very interesting room. We haven't seen very many rooms like this.
No, it's a different aesthetic. Anyway, I've just figured out the puzzle. Did you catch what you need to do here?
Oh, that's so cool. So you can make the blocks float in space, essentially.
Exactly.
That
And
feels
in fact,
like a second exploit in addition to the tower exploit that we've discovered.
But it's not an exploit. If you go to the map room, this room is called a game of leapfrog.
Yeah, and I'm not claiming that the tower exploit is an exploit either. It's just something that the game makes you do, but feels like an exploit. Mm-hmm. That's clever. Oh, look at you, you crafty son of a bitch.
Well, what? That was old. Hooray, I found new things. I can't read what that says right now. I'm sorry, because I'm just rewatching the video, too. Well, that's all. Now, here I get stupid for a little bit. Although, to be fair, something weird starts to happen. So it takes me a couple tries. I'm trying to,
Yeah,
do
you
the
gotta
same
line
thing.
it up in the dark.
Yep. But check this out. Something even stranger is about to happen after I get it right. Okay, so it's working, right? Where's the cube?
And the door. That's just a reset lever. Weird.
Yeah. The cube vanished. It
And the
destroyed
door immediately snapped shut.
it. Yep.
Was that because you walked through the beam, or because the door... No, it's because you walked through the beam, right?
Uh-huh. So anyway, I don't know if you can see there, but when you peer around that last little corner, you can see the escape key just kind of labeled on a wall somewhere. And so I'm like, oh crap, I must have screwed up. But it turns out I didn't. And that's actually a salvageable position. And I will realize how at a later point in this video.
I like this. This is like inside the player's studio.
Well, yeah, I mean, normally you'd be getting thoughts as they happen. It's just...
This is like the director's commentary.
pretty
What
much.
I was thinking when we were doing this scene is, what if we did this?
Yeah, I know.
I like it. This is, of course, how we played through L.A. Noire in our first LP.
Right. Except for that time you were letting me figure out everything for myself and weren't helping at all. So anyway, I'm now wondering, can I block that door in time? Can I block it with my body to get both cubes through? The answer is no. Can I do it fast? No, I can't. But you don't need to, because...
You could just block that laser right there.
And now, just walk really fast and you have time.
Oh,
You have
interesting.
time to just walk through. Oh, and hey, check it out, new gun.
Wow. And it's not the red gun.
It's not. I've actually, by the end of this video, you will also see 2 other guns.
Wow. Okay, so is your gun green now, or
My
can
gun
you switch
is green
weapons?
now.
Oh, okay. And the green gun just opens doors.
Sort of.
Oh,
Can you see that
hold right
laser
mouse
thingy?
button? Yeah.
Now here's the thing. I'm holding it down right now.
Ooh,
What
this
you
is
see here is me
fascinating.
holding the button down.
And it allows you to just collect a ton of these blocks all at once.
Continuously, yes. Now here's the instruction. Here's the tutorial. See?
Oh,
you can put them in through slots where you couldn't put a single one. You can create trails, basically.
Although it seems like that one can just shoot through anyways.
No, it has to start somewhere you can place it. If you see right there. The first block you place has to be legal, as it were. And I'm out of blocks.
Oh, you're out of
So
blocks.
clearly a puzzle in this room is how to get enough blocks to open all the doors, not just this one over at the end. And there's that giant cluster of blocks in the center there, but that itself requires a whole string of blocks to wind around this outside little path that I'm looking at.
Wow. Okay.
And then this requires a ton of blocks, and the other one also requires a ton of blocks.
So what made you think about going back to stare at that eyeball?
I saw that there was another path out of that very first room that I hadn't found. And interestingly, now we're right back here. We just looped around ourselves.
Yeah. That's also
I'm very
interesting that it
confused.
lets you get through that door. Most of them aren't designed like that.
True.
So once you start sucking in a few of them, the rest just disappear?
I haven't actually myself figured out entirely what the rules are there.
Because
I wish I knew.
that's one of those ones that respawns.
When you reset the room, yes.
But if you had the blue gun and you pulled out 2 or 3 of them, the rest would respawn, right?
Probably yes.
So it's like, once you use the green gun on the things that respawn, then you can make them stop respawning.
That appears to be the case generally, but I'm not going to swear that that's the full explanation.
I wonder if you're going to have enough here. Sure seems like it. Oh, are you joking?
Yeah, that was about my reaction. So now here's the puzzle. We're not missing anything. You just somehow have to figure out how the green gun works and manage it such that you can get enough blocks. I was only a couple blocks short that time, but I need to get a few more blocks out of that first thing. So I get to reset the puzzle and try again. And I'll be honest, again, I still haven't figured out exactly what it is.
How very non-Euclidean.
Yeah. Okay, so here's where I start experimenting and trying things better. Give me blocks, give me blocks.
Looks like if you only hit one component at a time of that, that cross shape, there were like basically 4 components making up that T shape. Oh, but look, a bunch of your blocks stayed in place.
Nope, those always start there. Now this
are you
this
joking?
is where I started cursing.
Yeah, that's pretty horrible.
This is where I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm 1 block short. Seriously, game? Seriously?
Game, you're fired.
Yeah, pretty much. So, they do have to give you explicit, commands, hey, here is what you do with the mouse, for the tutorial. But it's pretty minimal. It's
yeah,
I bet
there's a lot of exploration.
Yeah. Okay.
So just grab one of the plus signs without grabbing the rest of them.
If I start at the edge, it doesn't as quickly go in towards the center.
Interesting.
All right.
That feels like a lot.
Yeah, spoiler, I now have enough. This one works.
Of course, you can't paint, but if you could.
Yeah, well, it's not entirely obvious how that works. All right.
Look at all those blocks.
Yep.
Oh, and another sign.
Yeah. I can't read it in the definition we've got the video on right now.
That's okay.
Yep.
I'm sure it was insightful.
Yeah. Someone did comment that they're mostly kind of lessons on what you just did rather than hints on what you have to do next, which matches up pretty well with what we had discovered previously.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess, because it's like, if you solved this puzzle accidentally, you need to know what you did to solve this puzzle, or else you're going to get stuck later on. So they're, like, reminding you, I guess.
Exactly. And, like, at the very beginning of this video, when I...
Ooh, what's this? Oh, interesting. What is happening?
I don't know. This is another one of the things that I haven't quite figured out what the deal with it is yet.
That's pretty playful, though.
Yeah, so we've got these... Also, I now have a shit ton of blocks.
I want one of these in my house. That's awesome.
Unfortunately, even when it appears to be empty, it won't let me through.
It's like it's following the blocks that you traced on loop.
Sort of,
it's like
yeah.
You drew that, and then it's like it's rippling. Like, you know those things with all the nails that are sticking up and you put your hand on the bottom, and then it's like that. It's like you put your handprint in there, and then you remove your hand, but it still has little ripples of where your hand used to be for a little while.
Uh-huh.
It sort of feels like that.
It does. And I don't know whether I was doing something wrong there, because it looked like... And now, does this look like a familiar door to you?
Yeah, the exit. Oh, are you kidding me?
No.
Right.
Check this out. Okay, admittedly, at this point, what I'm thinking is, oh, are you kidding me? But I do eventually go in and try it out. And it's different. And it says halfway through is halfway finished.
Interesting. I wonder if this is a different map room.
Well, I don't know, but... And now we're back here, and we've been here before.
But we have a green gun and hella bricks.
Well, more to the point, yeah, we have a green gun, and there is an arrow pointing us in this direction this time. So, this is another one of those things. I don't freaking know how it works, and I just have to kind of trial and error with it until I get the wave motion I'm looking for.
But if you can create the correct wave motion where all those bricks are removed at the exact same moment...
Exactly. But I don't know how to do it on purpose. So I've got the top one in a stable loop, so that's good. But how do I start the loop going? What do I do? The bottom one doesn't want to start a loop.
Is it a loop, or is it a break in the bottom and a break in the top that's creating the illusion?
It's a loop. If you look in those windows on the side there.
Oh.
Okay, I destroyed the loop.
Good work.
Okay, I've started another loop. I'm watching it again, and I don't know what the trigger for the loop was. And that is important. There are puzzles. The puzzle I get stuck on a couple times later in this video, if I could start that loop motion, like, if I knew how to control it, that would be the solution. Okay, so now I've got here. Now I've got both in a loop, but they're not lined up.
They're not the same way. Yeah, it's not enough that you figured out how to start the loop. Is one going clockwise and one counterclockwise? No,
nope, they're actually, yeah.
They're pretty well lined up in terms of the top and the bottoms are moving at the same time, but it's just not in a helpful orientation.
Yep. So now I'm like, okay, well, can I do this deliberately? No. Jesus. There we go. However, there's a moment where there's a moment when both of the bottom ones are clear,
and that's enough.
All right. This room I probably could have explored more, and I didn't. So the next time we go, I want to remember to come back here and take a look.
We keep seeing that word "up" on the ground.
Yep. Well, that's the base of a tower.
You certainly have hella blocks.
Yep.
So what are we trying to do with these blocks?
I don't know. I'm experimenting. So and I note that when you totally surround one of those glass things, it fills in somehow.
Fascinating.
I think a thing is that green blocks fill in enclosed spaces.
And also somehow it starts crazy loops. Oh, use your tower exploit.
I will in a moment, but there's a glass ceiling, so don't get too excited. There's no need to take apart what already works, it says. I'm not sure what that means.
If you walk in there, you're going to lose all your bullets.
I can't, actually. There's glass.
The glass is really hard to read in this game.
It is, yes. So, what I am thinking is that right there, that other chamber, the left hallway, that looks an awful lot like the top of the butterfly effect bit.
Yeah.
I am distinctly reminded of the chamber that was called the butterfly effect.
Yep.
And in fact, it's shot up to the top. But so what do I learn from this? What's my lesson here? Oh my gosh, I just figured it out.
Okay.
I need to extend that line of green all the way out so that I can start a chain reaction from far enough away that I can go and run and stand on the thing that goes up before the chain reaction gets to the butterfly effect thing. You know what I mean?
All right. I think it's gonna make more sense when I see it.
Yeah, we'll tackle that next time. So, yeah.
So, how many people do you think finish this game?
Apparently lots, because a lot of people have already posted in the threads that, oh yeah, your LP looked fun, so I bought the game and finished it today. So, apparently we're really bad at this game.
Oh, that looked fun, so I bought the game and finished it today because I'm much smarter than you.
Yeah, pretty much. So we've been here before, and we are once again stymied by the fact that we need... This is an old one. We need 2 more or 4 more blocks than we have.
Man, now I'm trying to think back to all the other puzzles that we got stuck on and think if a green gun would help us.
Yeah, we'll definitely want to start going back through. I do a little bit of that in this video, though not a ton. So yeah, we need an extra 4 blocks from anywhere. That means we need a way into this system that doesn't involve passing through one of these things. At some point, I don't remember if it's now or later, I have a brainstorm and solve this. So this is another place that we've been before.
Yep. It's really nice that you have the machine gun, though. It's funny how they make you have the revolver for long enough that you really appreciate having the machine gun when you actually have it. It's like if they had just given you the machine gun right out of the blocks, it would be like, oh yeah, it's just a machine gun.
Yeah, though as you notice, the machine gun, quote-unquote, doesn't let you build towers any faster. Still have to do that 1 block at a time. But this bridge went a lot faster.
Yeah, that's convenient.
And I think it's here that I suddenly... Nope, later. Sorry, I'm trying to remember all the things I'm doing. I think I'm just retracing my steps to see if there's more puzzles that I can now solve with the green gun.
That's really useful. I like that trick about shooting the block on the bottom of the, on the actual grate as you jump. We were previously shooting the blocks on the side wall.
Yep.
But this is way easier.
I learned about this accidentally when I missed the side wall once. Of course, now the problem is I keep jumping on the block.
The blocks.
Yeah.
Still.
Well, we've also been here before. I'm just retracing my steps.
Bye-bye, bricks.
And here we are, back.
Yep, I remember that.
So I'm like, okay, there's nothing new I can do here. And I might be wrong, because that create a chain reaction thing might actually work if I, give it time.
Yeah. So do you think that you can create that loop effect that we saw if you place all the blocks and then you start the blocks looping, or no?
I suspect so, actually. Oh, in a loop, I don't know. In a line, probably.
Interesting. Interesting. So is this possible to push our way through?
Well, I'm trying, but I don't think so. They reform too quickly, even with the green gun. And I'm pretty sure there is a yellow gun somewhere. I spend a while
Could you combine your green and blue gun? Is that how colors work? Oh, that doesn't work.
No,
but if you put 2 greens, it'll fill in, or no?
No.
No.
Not sure why that doesn't work, but it appears not to.
Damn it. It is nice that you can always have a ton of bullets now.
Yes. Oh, come on. Shot on either side of them. Now this is actually another annoying thing about the green gun, and this will become more of a problem later, is it likes to fire at a spot where you already have a block, and it's difficult to target, say, right next to that block I just placed, because it'll want to start on the block I just placed. And I'm going back here thinking, like, you have to be able to do this, right? I did this last time.
No, but it's because the glass is in the way.
I guess so, yeah.
Because the last one was a smaller shape, but, which was why the blue gun didn't work, but it wasn't glassed.
Yep, trying to jam my face into the yellow crosses some more.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
It's like Mama always said, always take time to jam your face into the yellow crosses some more. It's healthy, it's therapeutic.
I was worried that our viewers might not be motion sick, so I wanted to deal with that. Wanted to help.
I think if you do it a little faster, it'd probably work.
Probably, yes.
Man, this game. Are there more eyeballs we can stare at for a long period of time?
Well, I don't remember what that eyeball over there does, so I'm going to go look at it. Yeah, staring at eyeballs definitely seems to be a recurring theme. This one does not require 15 continuous seconds. Unfortunately, it leads us to our favorite crossroads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, fuck this. And then I'm like, oh, hey, purple crosses. I wonder if my green gun can do anything here.
And of course it can.
Well, no, because those crosses are behind a pink field.
Yeah, the purple gun's probably the very last gun that you get. And it's just...
Or something. I have no idea.
I really wonder if you're going to be able to combine guns, because you have a red and a blue gun, and you've got a green and a blue gun. You know, like, we could mix some colors here. And maybe. I don't know. Alright, this seems... Oh, no. No, the glass. So yellow is the way that you get through glass. Because there's yellow ones back there.
I guess so. It must be. I don't know yet for sure.
Man. This map room.
Yeah.
So it feels like we've got more than half of the rooms uncovered? Maybe not. I don't know.
Possibly. I don't really know. So here we have this, and this is another one of those wave ones, but here I appear to be able to walk through it, or at least I think eventually that's the case.
Yeah.
Before, couldn't do it fast enough, but now if I... Yes, yeah, there we go.
Graduation day.
With more experience, previous challenges aren't so difficult. Okay. Here is a mechanic I do not fucking understand.
Oh, that goes deep. Do you see how far back that goes?
Yes.
Well, I don't don't even know what we're trying to get out of this.
Me either. I'm just playing around here.
Maybe if we can complete that circuit, it will, open up the... Oh, wow. Okay. Open up the force field.
Hey, look! I solved the puzzle somehow. I don't know what the fuck. Somehow that solved the puzzle. And interestingly, that pink field or purple field or whatever doesn't actually destroy bullets, it just blocks them.
So is it that you were able to fill up that tube behind the wall?
I don't know. Also, that just led us back somewhere we have no interest in being.
Wow. Fuck you, game.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking here. And I'm like, okay, where was I? A book and its cover. Cool. So, what happens is, if you connect the green all the way over to the red, and then destroy the red, then you also destroy the green, and a chain reaction goes behind the wall and eventually destroys the wall itself. But I don't know why that works. I don't understand why this works.
That is interesting. Man, these mechanics are heating up.
Sort of. Meanwhile,
Incorrect.
that's kind of obnoxious. Yeah, it's a lot harder to place blocks accurately with the green gun. Like, this is just me trying to do this. I'm trying to build a line across, and I'm having trouble aiming it. No, god damn it. I'm getting frustrated just watching this. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, see, now why does destroying the red therefore destroy the entire line of green? Why?
It must just be that red block is one of the respawning blocks, and not one of the blocks that you placed. And it's the respawning blocks that destroy each other.
Or maybe a chain has to be a certain length before it will become a chain reaction.
Or it or has to start with a respawning block.
The green blocks also respawn, though.
But not all of your green blocks.
True. But I'm pretty sure that you can't do it the other way around. You can't destroy the red one by starting a chain reaction of green. Maybe when you have the red gun, you would be able to.
Fascinating. Yeah, I feel like I have a very loose understanding of the mechanics that are going on here, but nowhere near enough to explain it back to somebody else.
Yeah. And then there's this fucker of a sign. If you are missing information, it's easy to be misled. It's like, well, screw you too. Missing information. I have no information. I'm fumbling in the dark. And the misled thing makes me wonder if it's about how going down that passage dumps me out somewhere totally else, but I don't know. That does seem to be a very common dumping point for a lot of places. A lot of rooms seem to dump you in that same hallway if you mess up.
Well, they certainly want you to solve that puzzle then. That's what that indicates to me.
Yeah. I think this may be another one that you need the red gun to get to. I'm frustrated with myself that I apparently didn't try... Oh, maybe I did. Okay, let's see. No, not the red. Destroy the green. See if that transmits. Man, if it actually is that simple, I'm gonna kick myself.
Nope.
No, okay, good. I at least wasn't stupid. Yeah, see, I'm trying to get the chain reaction to go the other direction here.
Yeah.
Just doesn't want it.
No, we need the red gun. And the red gun is the other gun that we know exists.
Yep, and
we have some assumptions that a yellow or perhaps purple gun
by the end of
exists.
this video, we will see the yellow gun. So I'm testing, like, okay, how far can I go before it resets? Is that important? Like, is the ceiling fake? What's the deal here? Destroying towers is a lot faster.
I don't know, man. I feel like we don't have enough info.
I agree.
Let's keep exploring.
Pretty soon I will give up on this. Now, here's the thing I just confirmed for myself. when you are inside a pink field, you
can't shoot
cannot
either way.
shoot. Yeah. So I'm thinking like that WTF pink field that you can walk into, but you can't shoot into it from outside, and once you're inside it, you also can't shoot anything.
This game, man.
Yeah.
This game.
Okay. So anyway, I recognize when I'm beaten.
I'm really curious what happens if you beat this game in 90 minutes. Once we finally crack this nut open, do you want to give it another shot?
Absolutely. Okay, so we're back here.
Better you than me. And also good.
I don't think doing it again would be particularly hard, to be honest.
But doing it again in 90 minutes, I mean...
Well, that's the thing. I think once I remember the solutions, executing them isn't going to be the hard part.
Antichamber speedrun.
Pretty much, yeah. I think it's coming up close here that I have the important brainstorm. I don't know for sure. And of course I should note that the brainstorm, when I have it, makes no fucking sense with the other, quote, rules that we've learned. Anyway, so I'm just retracing my steps from, like, way earlier, seeing if there's anything useful.
Yeah, just gotta look for an opportunity.
Okay, I'm back here. That's not
approach.
helpful. Oh, I thought of another place I can go when we come back to the video.
Like what?
I'll save it for then.
Ooh.
But I think I know how to get through that door we were just looking at across from the green wall.
Alright.
Remember the one where I figured out how to get 2 of the 3 yellows that are behind the glass, but not the 3rd?
Yeah.
So at this point I realized, hang on, I've never actually seen what happens if you fail this challenge. What if you just jump into the pit? Does that take you somewhere new? I think this is where I have that idea. Maybe not. Yes.
Is this a lonely or different experience when playing it without us?
A little bit. And then I discover absolutely nothing. There is no reason. The only difficulty here is that if you just walk across without jumping, you run into a wall halfway through. If you jump, you just land right down here, and you can, like, play around and splash in the kiddie pool.
That's funny.
Or
the sandbox.
It's a troll. It is a troll. That is what they are doing. They are trolling us.
But the other thing is, like, sometimes you want to fail puzzles. It's not so much that you fail a puzzle, it's that you find exit A and you also find exit B.
And I'm always thinking, okay, are there other things I could have done even if they seem like failures? Yep. So, anyway, I'm not going to go back down there.
That was the important brainstorm?
No, that was not
I'm
the
kidding.
important brainstorm. There's a better one. There is actually a good brainstorm coming up.
Important realization. The game is trolling me. Yes.
Yeah.
That is the whole game. You have identified what the game is.
Okay, why did I do this? I don't know why I did this. Also, I'm confused about what is happening. And now we have new arrows saying go up. So I'm like, okay, I'll go up. And then we get to this problem.
Alright, well, we've seen this before, but the last one we saw kindly deteriorated its entire self for us.
Yep. So this should be solvable with the gun, right? It's green blocks. Our green gun destroys green blocks. We can set a chain reaction going.
Yeah, so what's going on? Oh, do you need to place some blocks in to stop the chain reaction from happening? No, we've never seen that before.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know about this one. and I'm going to spend a little while bashing my head against this wall, trying new things. So I'm trying, what if I fill in the wall? Then can I set up a wave pattern like I did with that other one?
Why can't it's not letting you place there?
Yeah, this is the thing I was telling you about, where it's hard. Hey, and then the wall fills in. It filled in the gaps.
Well, that's convenient.
Why did it decide then to fill in the gaps? What changed?
You completed the whole thing, and then but it's only filling in part of them.
Yeah, what the hell? I don't understand the reason for what is happening.
Or the way the chain reactions work. Yeah, we're
this
definitely
isn't
missing something.
This isn't jibing with anything else that I've done.
Is it like Othello or those old puzzles where it's like when you touch one block, then all the adjacent blocks flip over either from solid to empty or empty to solid or something?
That seems a little too simple, but I don't know.
It would be a little too simple, except that it all happens so quickly that you wouldn't, that would be enough complexity if it were happening at this speed.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, man. I wonder if we should just go to a wall that's filled in that does this chain reaction thing and try some simple experiments like, remove one dot, remove one line, make a circle, make a square, just try a whole bunch of basic shapes and see what impact that has. And see if we can sort of deconstruct it and figure out how it actually works.
That sounds really boring. I gotta be honest, that sounds incredibly boring.
Can I ask what you've thought of the rest of the game?
Generally, not making you do literal scientific experiments. That's the point where it stops even being fun for me. Why were the arrows telling me to go up? That implies that I should be able to solve this puzzle. There's so much stuff through there, you can see it. I've made an eagle. I've made a stylized eagle with a club foot.
I like it.
Welcome to Antichamber.
Oh, they fill in a little bit there.
Yeah. Why? For what cause? Is it simply that any time you create a space fully enclosed by green, that it'll fill in what's left? Yes.
But of a certain size? Yeah, it seems to be that.
Actually, I don't know if there's a size restriction on it. Possibly. And now I'm like, shit, I can't put a block where I want to. Yeah, maybe if you have a space totally enclosed by green, the chain reaction will fill in the middle.
So you're putting a fuse on it to see what happens.
Basically, yeah.
But the fuse doesn't do anything.
It does not appear to, no. Trying to set up a wave. Doesn't want to set up a wave. Fuck your wave. So, thinking in terms of that chain reaction. With this, there's a few of the edge blocks will always fill themselves back in. The ones that are part of the original pattern, those will fill back in. Check out this cracked path that I had there. Here I'm just thinking, is there anything? Nope, there's nothing. Fuck this. Not gonna even waste my time here. Actually, I think I do waste some time here because I'm running out of ideas.
Yep, it's about time for another brainstorm. Let's see that
breakthrough.
I do.
Yeah, no, there is one coming up. I swear. This isn't a totally wasted video, I promise. What I'm wondering here is whether I can do anything interesting with leapfrogging, because that was something that we talked about a little bit. Or I may just be wasting time. I don't know. Giant wall of cubes. I want that. I want the giant wall of cubes.
Well, maybe you're going to get a gun that lets you shoot through glass.
Maybe.
I mean, that's my acting theory as to what the yellow gun is based on that row of yellow blocks we saw.
I definitely buy that theory.
And so that would make solving this puzzle pretty simple. You just suck up all the blocks over there and fill them in.
Mm-hmm. Give up, past me. You're not going to solve this puzzle. Just go do something else. Don't keep staring at it. Why are you staring at it?
past you must have heard an echo through time.
I guess so. Okay, good. Alright. This is one of those, goddammit, this has to be solvable puzzles. Because we got blue and green. That implies, with the green gun, this should now be possible, right?
Okay.
But we're missing 4 blocks. We need 4 more blocks.
Oh, but the green ones fill in. So if you just put the green ones on the top and bottom of those, the rest will fill in? Maybe?
You know, I hadn't even thought of that. And now I really wonder if that's true.
But it doesn't seem like the green ones always fill in. It seems like the respawnable green ones do.
Well, I think they have to be surrounded on all sides, which excludes walls.
Yeah.
I get really confused for a second there. I'm not sure what happened with my perspective. I'm shooting the stairs, because maybe if I shoot the stairs enough, they will grant me cubes.
Or maybe your character is having a stroke.
It is possible. By the way, this video file is way huger than the other ones because that laser effect apparently taxes fraps a lot more.
Funny.
Yeah. This is another troll, by the way. That fucking staircase. Shoot all the things. Just continually fire. Anything could happen. I think this is it. I think this is my big brainstorm.
I like the way that the laser indicates that it's not going to shoot through. Oh, what did you just do?
I don't know, but it worked.
Well, okay.
It worked. I don't know why. That doesn't make sense with the physics of this game. That just shouldn't have worked. Why could it shoot through those glass?
Well, it couldn't until you got the angle just right.
That doesn't make sense. It bothers me how little sense that makes. Anyway, there's the yellow gun. Behind glass.
Alright, we've gotten through glass before.
No, we haven't. We've gotten around glass, but never through it. Anyway, this is the puzzle that I end the video trying desperately to solve. If this is... So now you really have to understand chain reactions. Because you need the cubes at the end of these 4 paths to unblock all at the same time.
Because otherwise, you need all 4 paths to be empty at the same time.
Well, no, there's a laser at the very end of each path.
Okay, so that's the...
See the laser there?
Yep.
So you need all 4 of those lasers to be simultaneously triggered.
Okay, so we obviously have to fill in that T shape. That was the hint that they gave us at the start.
That oh, you mean the cross that it started with?
Yes.
See, unfortunately, that's really freaking tough for some reason.
You're so good.
This is really difficult. It is incredibly hard to position the blocks where you want them.
Oh, so that only had the impact on the one going up. That's annoying.
Yeah. See, I tried to just draw a line straight down, but it didn't want to. Now I'm just drawing shit all over the place.
So you have a little bit of leeway where the laser is erased. They don't need to all 4 be exactly the same second, but it's pretty damn close.
Yeah, and you'll notice that the paths on the 4 walls or whatever, walls in the floor and ceiling, are all of slightly different lengths. So once the chain reaction hits a path, it needs a different amount of time. The one on the bottom is much shorter than the ones on the 2 sides, and the one on the ceiling is the shortest of all. Yeah, the next 3 minutes are just me fucking around with this, trying to learn how it works.
So, what did you learn?
Nothing. I don't know how it works.
You learned that there is a yellow gun, and that we should have all of the tools we need to access the yellow gun, but we don't know how it works enough to actually complete this final trial.
Correct.
So we need to think long and hard about how these waves work.
Apparently, yeah. That said, there are still other areas of the game that I can explore now that I figured out how to get cubes through one of those yellow airlock chamber things.
I mean, is it as simple as you just, like, remove all... Yeah, you're trying it right now. Yeah, remove all 4 of those blocks and... No. I don't know.
Yep, so, that's it. Just me fucking around with this. I've locked myself in here, you'll note. I am getting, at this point, pretty frustrated.
So we need to find a way to experiment a little bit and figure out how to start a chain reaction.
Well, I think the next time we start playing live, I'm going to go to some of the other yellow airlocks and get cubes through and see what's on the other side. Because I'm not going to keep bashing my head in here if there are still other places I can go that I haven't yet. Because exploration is much more immediately rewarding.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like you're right. There is the long fuse as a requirement on those.
Yeah. But why? Because, and I think I start, at some point soon, I'm going to reset this chamber. Yep, here we go. Because you do need a fuse, but the fuse can be started with a single removal. It's like one block, and all 4 fuses go off.
So why didn't that work?
Well, because the paths are different lengths.
Oh.
But why does removing a single block start the fuse going?
Whereas if the fuse wasn't long enough, removing even 5 or 6 blocks wouldn't start it.
Exactly. What is the logic? So I just keep resetting to try different things with the initial arrangement.
Yeah, and if you remove... Wow. Yeah,
I don't know. Apparently I keep bashing my head against this brick wall for another 40 seconds or so, though.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to picking it up again.
Yep.
Seeing if we can solve this, but I think if we want to try and solve the wave thing, we're going to need to do the boring scientific method approach and try and understand how this works.
Screw that, at least until we go exploring a bit more. There's definitely new areas we can access that I haven't, in this video yet, thought to try.
With the through glass exploitation.
Exactly.
Yeah, interesting.
All right.